Opening with the queen's pawn controls the center and usually leads to a more positional development of the pieces. The Indian game begins by controlling the important e4 square with the knight, rather than a pawn. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center, gains more control over the e5 square, and strengthens the d4 pawn. g6 prepares to fianchetto, the dark squared bishop on g7, where it will sit on the long diagonal. Bishop g5 develops the bishop and attacks the f6 knight. Bishop g7 puts the bishop on the long diagonal in a move called a fianchetto. Knight bd2 develops the knight and prepares the e2-e4 pawn push. Castling gets the king out of the center and activates the rook. c3 supports the d4 pawn and allows the queen to develop on the queen's side. d6 controls the e5 square and allows the light-squared bishop to develop. The bishop is ready to be developed to an active square. That's fine. Developing the bishop and increasing influence in the center. Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. After all captures, this is an equal trade. Recaptures. Both kings are castled and ready for the middle game. Moving the same piece twice in the opening isn't good for development. This misses a better way to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square. This permits the opponent to develop a piece while also winning a tempo on a bishop. This kicks a bishop. This move puts the bishop on a safer square. This misses an opportunity to kick a bishop. The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. One of the best moves. This threatens to tactically win a pawn. This protects the attacked pawn. This maintains the balance in material with a good trade. Takes back. The game was close to balanced, but now white is worse. This creates a pawn chain, linked pawns that form a strong structure. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either. The bishop is kicked by a pawn and must now move or be captured. This moves the bishop to safety. The rook is now on an open file, which helps control squares across the board. This misses an opportunity to prepare a retreat square for the king. This overlooks a better way to develop a rook off its starting square. This threatens to win material through a tactic. This stops the opponent from being able to win material through an eventual fork. The game is still close to equal, but black lost their advantage. This stops the opponent from being able to tactically win a knight. After all captures, this is an equal trade. This permits the opponent to eventually win a rook. This wins a rook. Recaptures. This is the way to win a rook. This challenges the other rook for control of the open file. This is the way to win a pawn. Takes back. That was a free pawn. This attacks a queen, winning a tempo when it moves away. This leaves a pawn without defenders. This overlooks an opportunity to win material through a tactic. This overlooks an opportunity to capture a free pawn. This defends a pawn that was under attack and had no defenders. This threatens to play checkmate. This prevents the opponent from being able to play checkmate. This defends the attacked pawn. This is the way to win a bishop. This threatens to force eventual checkmate. This threatens to win a rook through a fork. This is the way to win a knight. This permits the opponent to force eventual checkmate. With the right follow-up, this will lead to checkmate. This wins material.